Have you ever fallen out with someone over political views? I think society is doing all it can at the moment, especially in the last few years, I've noticed, to try and divide people. And I really you can see it, like it's whether it's race or sexuality or even old versus young, you know, black versus white, gay versus straight, you name it. There's probably cats versus dogs is another one. I don't know. The media tend to try and stick a wedge between two people and create this like opposing sort of us or them mentality, and it's just like I don't know, man. Like I'm done with it. Like I don't really give a shit whether you're left or right, whether you're gay, you're straight, whether you're black, you're white, whether you're old or young, whether you're I don't know, you scrunch or fold. I don't know. I just think everybody has something good to offer. Now, as for this like boomer versus millennial bullshit, like that's should never be a thing. Um, when I was younger, older people would tell us stories and stuff about their childhood and their youth, and um, a lot of the problems that we are having now, um, they've already been there and done that, and they know how to get through it. This is why we need to connect with people, not communicate, connect, instead of just dismissing them because we've had like one or two bad encounters, or we just, I don't know, it's just like an echo chamber of ignorance, which is a lot of what you get on the internet here. And the media would have you believe that we're all constantly at each other's throats, like we can't even go into the supermarket without uttering each other's racial slurs, or putting each other down because of our gender or whatever. It's just a real mind fuck, and it just goes on for too long. Kind of like this video, but I just think, yeah, like when we used to talk to old people back in the day, they'll teach you how to sew, they'll teach you to knit, they would make clothes for, like, young girls that had like dolls and stuff. They would actually make clothes for them and stuff like that. They would, knit. They'd make like teddy bears, sew teddy bears and stuff for them. They would, and just talk to each other. They would talk to each other and like learn new skills and new things. And it was a really brilliant time because, they know how to do gardening and stuff like that too, which is really important, especially now. Like, and you think, oh, you guys had it all easy because you could afford houses and stuff like that. This is the disgruntled mindset that society is trying to make you have. This is social engineering. So be very wary of that, because like social media influencers and stuff are actually paid to do this to you. So, and I will never be one of those because I will not ever monetize my channel. But I'm just saying, like, um, the truth of the matter is the government was the enemy of the people back then, and it is the enemy of the people now. And that is the way it has always been. The media are just a paid mouthpiece to create the conflict, and the noise, while the government comes in and does what it wants to do, which is mostly always taking from the average citizen. You see, boomers work their asses off to get what they got. And yeah, we can be pissed off, but not at them. We don't even have the opportunities right now to do what they have done. And we don't have as near as many opportunities as what they had. And that is not something that we should be resentful towards them for. Okay? They can't help it. They're at the end of their life. They've done their dash. They've worked their slave labor jobs. Were they ever a big CEO? No, they weren't. They were just average people working on a factory line, or cleaning motels or things like that. Why would you want to resent someone that's doing that? I don't understand that mentality, and that's what, like, it's a real concern if people are just ragging on people like that. These people have paid taxes their entire lives. They just want to be able to have a little bit of R&R before they kick the bucket. And there might be the odd boomer out there that's a real asshole, that is entitled, that demands respect from you, but they're not all like that. Like, my mum's worked her ass off for everything she has, and I've watched as she's like pretty much done that my entire life. Um, my dad died when I was 9 months old. She's had to deal with that. She's, it's not all about like, oh, she's just sat on her ass her whole life and now she's got all this stuff. She just magically pulled a house out her ass. And, it's just, I don't get that like level of disrespect. I really don't. I get it. You're young. You're frustrated. There's nothing out there for you. Shit, there's nothing out there for me, and I'm 36. All right. There's our little paddock is getting smaller and smaller, and yeah, I'm not sure where it's going to end. In all honesty, and I can understand why your youth are pissed off because there's like even less opportunity. Like we were the guinea pig generation. They changed the education system with us here in New Zealand to the NZQA shit. It used to be, I can't remember what it was before that, but basically it worked a lot differently. We'd have one big exam at the end of the year, and that was that. So yeah, we're the guinea pig generation for that. They completely removed, like some of us got through, but a lot of people that in my generation do not own their own home. They completely stripped that away from us. And you poor bastards can't even afford a car, right? So I get it. I get it. I mean, I can't afford one at the moment either. I got rid of mine. And I worked my ass off for that at a freaking McDonald's for like fucking years. Like you know, I just, I feel it, man. I feel your pain and it sucks. But, am I happy? Yeah, I'm happy because I'm not going to let it break my spirit. Like I just appreciate like every day is a blessing, and I'm really in a blessed spot. I just yeah, I just any day that you wake up and you can actually have food and a drink of water and a place to lay your head at night is that's a bonus to me. And you know, I feel like these rights are getting stripped away from people, and I'm not comfortable just because I'm comfortable, if you know what I mean. Like this is why I'm making this is that like I want everyone to be able to have that right. I want everyone to be able to have, a roof over their head, and we shouldn't be having these problems in 2024 for fuck's sake. Like what is going on? We need to communicate with each other, We need to connect with each other. With through the digital media and stuff like that, through cell phones and texts and all that bullshit, we're not connecting. We're communicating, but we're not connecting. We need to like I don't know. We need to do something other than just like sitting on our asses, sending memes to each other and fucking like getting sending links after links. It's called like the linkathon to me because we just send links after links. Like, oh, you never guess what this politician said, or look, check out this horrific video of something horrible. It's just like I'm done with it. Like I want there to be action against this this violation on all of our rights. We need to be focusing on what unites us more than what we're focusing on things that divide us. And I think this is why I've always loved video games, in all honesty, because video games bring people together. When you're playing online with someone, you don't know what freaking political status they are, like whether they're left or the right. You don't know whether they're black or white. You don't know whether they're gay or straight. You just play games with them. Like it's awesome. And I've noticed that like when I was younger, it didn't matter what like political team you were on. Like the liberals and the conservatives, we would all drink together and have a damn good time. It didn't matter. It's just sort of yeah, these were like just such great times. And I know a lot of people sort of are probably sick of hearing about the 90s and stuff, but honestly, like everyone felt like they were on almost the same financial status back then. Like everyone just kind of felt like more balanced. Like no one was really in rags. Like all the kids had the same kind of style of clothing, and when I was at school, anyways, and people were just a lot happier. And I see just absolute dread and misery and sadness in people's eyes now, and it actually just like it brings me to tears almost. It's actually really horrible. Like it's hard to watch because believe it or not, like speaking for my own country, I've seen it in a way better status than what it's in now, and I'm sure the country that you're living in was in a lot better status back then too. Um, and it sucks, man. It really does. And tell me, why is it with these politicians? Why is the answer to never go back to what worked? They always seem to go, oh, out with the old, in with the new type bullshit, and it's just like it's not working, dude. It's not fucking working. People are hungry. People are miserable. People cannot afford a house. People cannot afford rent. People are living in cars. Okay. The health system's fucked. But I don't need to keep pointing this stuff out. You guys know how shitty things are in like every country at the moment, uncoincidentally. And yeah, like it's just we've had it better. And like I said, like why is the option never to go back? It's just like, oh, that's a thing of the past now. That's outdated. Outdated. It's like, no, it worked. People were a lot happier for it too. Yeah, that's just yeah my opinion anyway. This is all just my opinion. You don't have to take it seriously. You don't have to, get angry or whatever. Like that's not going to solve anything anyway. You and I both can't do anything. If you want it the complete opposite of what I'm saying, then hey, you pretty much got got it in the bag right now. So well done, you. I'll send you a fucking medal in the mail. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Sorry about all this heavy shit. I just need to blow off some steam because I'm kind of sick of seeing the same shit being like spewed at me again and again and again. I'm sick of seeing this divide, and I'm seeing it like the rich versus poor thing is becoming very imminent as well. There's a bigger divide between rich and poor than there's ever been, especially in this country. And also, the gay versus straight, the old versus young, the short versus tall, all that. So I guess what I'm getting at is just be very mindful of what you get on board with because people that are a lot more powerful than all of us are wanting us to fight amongst ourselves. And in case you've been living under a rock for the last 7 years, you can feel it. Things just don't feel right. You can just sense something is brewing. There's been a massive shift. People are in a lot worse state than they've ever been. The countries are in a lot worse state than they've ever been. I mean, hopefully the only way is up, but I don't know. I just don't see that happening anytime soon. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. But yeah, just be good to one another. Like, stop. If you had a fallout over something political, you're not talking to your friend or your family member anymore. Maybe it's time you kind of did. Um, Maybe it's time you and your friend caught up again, or your family member, and it's just I don't know. I just wanted to kind of talk about that. On a lighter note, the channel has hit 821 subscribers, so thank you all so much. I didn't think I was going to get even 10 subs, let alone this many. So, yeah, I really appreciate it. Um, so I'm just going to do what I normally do. I'm just going to run you by what this channel is about. I'm a bit of a mixed bag, me and the channel, apparently. So yeah, I dabble in game design. So you'll see some stuff from like GameMaker on here, tutorials, and maybe just some footage from some games I've made. I haven't made anything as of late and published it, but I feel like I'm ready to do that. I just got to find out what it is that I want to publish. There's a couple of things I'm working on, but yeah, I just haven't been too motivated as of late. Um, but yeah, I've been learning Game Maker since I was in high school, and I mean, if you're interested in game design, maybe this is something you want to take up too, because to make games for non-commercial use at the moment with Game Maker, it is absolutely free. So I highly recommend you get stuck in and try and learn some stuff. Hey, if I can do it, you guys can. It just needs to be like everyone's got their own individual way of taking in information. So if you can find out the best, most effective way, or even the quickest way of you being able to do that, then you'll be you'll be away basically. So yeah, I am a fully qualified animator, so you'll see footage of my animations on here as well. I'm not the best, just like I'm not the best at game design, and I think that's as brutally honest as anyone can be about anything. Um, it's when people think they're the shit and their ego gets in the way, that's where things go pear shaped. Um, so yeah, I just do stuff because I enjoy it, pretty much. And I hope that whatever it is I create, you guys find entertaining. I will never monetize this channel because I hate that kind of thing. I don't like ads. I absolutely hate ads. Even if I make a app for Android, a game for Android, I will not put ads in it because that's annoying. So yeah, I just do stuff because I enjoy it, and I want to take gaming back to a time where it was actually enjoyable, even though Android games weren't a thing when I was young. But yeah, I want to create games that are fun. I don't make games specifically just for Android. I can do Windows, and I don't, like I said, I don't own any Apple products, so I can't make games for that. But I can do HTML5, so there is that. Could whip something like that up at some stage. Just got to decide. This is the whole thing. I'm kind of like almost overwhelmed with the possibilities at this point because I do have the GameMaker Professional Edition, so I can make games for commercial use. But yeah, like I will never make money off this channel. This channel is just for funsies, basically. So yeah, I appreciate you coming along and joining the channel, and I hope you find something entertaining. Like I said, it's a mixed bag. Oh, of course, there's gameplay footage of like games I enjoy playing. Some with commentary, some not with commentary. I've done game reviews, even though they're just like mainly just games that I like, or sometimes games I just feel like ranting about because some of these games just really piss me off. Like Alan Wake. Don't even get me started on that. If you want to check that out, I'll leave a link to that in the description below. So yeah, welcome aboard. And yeah, this number, like I think it's gonna duck and dive because I remember I did a thank you video once when it hit like I think it was 300 or something. It might have been 100. And I was like, thanks a lot, guys. And then all of a sudden, like, that number just ducked down, like 5 people unsubbed or something. And I was like, oh, but yeah. So, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. That's about all, I think. Yeah. All right, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.